feel like Bad Cop had its own thing and you were able to avoid that?
I think both.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we just didn't want to be another punk band, you know? I mean, I know we all love punk music, but I also love hardcore. I also love metal, you know, Stacy's Huey Lewis and the News, you know, Fleetwood Mac obsession. And um, it's, I'm glad that we were able, with this album in particular, we were able to venture out a bit. Um, but we were, I mean, I know that that was a little bit of a concern, like, oh, is this gonna sound like a song that Fat Mike wrote, or is it gonna sound like a song that we wrote? Which is not to say Mike's not a great songwriter. Like he's a great songwriter, but we may not want to necessarily sound like that, or like he if he helps us with writing a song and it hits a note where it's like that sounds just like a NoFX song. And granted, I will say with any song that I've written in this band, they all sound like Bad Religion. So,
Okay. Hey,
hey,
Bad Religion's a great band, man.
oh, I know.
Yeah.
Woo!
There you go. Yeah.
But I mean, but that's like just one of my influences. Like it's just like an automatic thing that happens in my brain. But yeah, it like a concern of ours was like, oh, we're just gonna sound like another Fat Records band with that signature sound, especially when you go to that half note, half step down in the chords and whatnot. But he was, you know, we were able to implement both a fat, like a little bit of that fat sound, but also our sound, which isn't just one thing. The only one thing it is 3-part harmonies.
Cool. Well, I mean, it works. It works for you guys. I mean, I genuinely think that it's a solid record, and the tunes are great, catchy, tons of energy, and I feel like it is different from that quote unquote fat sound, you know, and it's like it's just bad cop. So
Yeah.
my 2 cents. But
Yeah.
I was intrigued to kind of know like a little bit what was going on like in your guys' heads, like, you know, because I think that it's true, like it can be very easy to feel like you're going to get lumped in, especially when there is like a label that does kind of have that sound associated with it,
Yeah.
unlike, you know, some other labels like Matador or Sub Pop, which have historically been way more diverse, you know, and even Epitaph like has really branched